Hi friends, I'm Pulkita. I'll discuss chapter 19th of the book, The Psychology of the Money, which is written by Morgan Housel. This 19th chapter is a bit of a summary and it tells about the actionable lessons which can help us to make better financial decisions. So, this author starts with telling that nobody can actually tell you what you're supposed to do with your money because they don't know you. You are the only one who knows about what I'm supposed to do with my money. But financial advisors, they actually have the deep understanding of things of finance. They can actually give you some tips about what you are supposed to do. They can teach you about money, but nobody is there to tell you what you should do with your money. So bottom line is, yes, rely on your financial advisors, rely on the whatever financial advices are given, but never try to copy everything whatever these people are telling. So this book, this chapter goes with explaining in summary of whatever has been explained in the previous chapters. It starts with go out of your way to find humility when things go right, and follow the compassion and forgiveness when things go wrong, because trust me, nothing is as bad as it looks, and nothing is as good as it looks. We have to always apply a stoic behavior to keep the balance of our emotions, whether it's very right thing and whether it's very wrong thing. The author then talks about the next chapter, less ego means more wealth. Why? Because by suppressing today's expenses for the things which you can actually afford in future and which are not even that necessary, you can actually create wealth and you can have more stuff and more options for the future that you will surely realize gradually. Then the author talks about manage your money in a way that you can sleep at night, because some people are so obsessed with their returns. They are like they can't even sleep unless until they earn like a lot of returns. So just don't be too obsessed with it. Just make money decisions and financial decisions like the way you can at least sleep at night. So this book is about all psychology. So here, these are nothing but this book talks about the money as such. It talks about only the psychology behind the money, which helps a lot. Then author talks about if you want to be a better investor, the single most powerful thing you can do is increase your time horizon always, because things work in finance when you increase your horizon. It actually is not going to neutralize your risk and luck, but it will gonna push the results towards the investors and whatever the people deserves. So always, be patient with the time. Then author talks about become okay with lot of things going wrong, because you can be wrong half the time, but still you can make fortune. So it's not like if you are wrong, there is no money at all. You can be wrong as well as there can be money. So be really okay with going wrong. Then the author talks about if you have got that ability that you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, and with whom you want, it pays the highest dividend. uh, Imagine if you are able to do it, that means you have the highest dividend of the life. And how you can do it? Use your money to buy the time, or use your money to have control over your time. That's the best thing you can do with money. Then author talks about be nicer and less flashy. See, no one is actually impressed with your possessions as much as you are. Nobody gives a hack about why you are having an iPhone, because they can buy too, right? And if a person who is not materialistic, they are never going to care about your possessions. So you should be less flashy about your things. Then author talks about just save and save. If even if you don't know why I'm saving on earth, just save, because if you are saving for the unpredictable things and unidentified things of the future, that is the best thing to do, because and it's the best reason to save. And the next chapter talks about define the cost of success you are ready to pay. See, nothing is, that nothing is worthwhile free. And undoubtedly, doubts and regrets. They are the cost, they are the common cost in finance world, but they are worth spending, right? If even if you have some regrets, even you have some doubts, it's okay because you are learning in a way. It is applicable for the life as well. It is applicable for your financial decisions as well. Then author talks about worship the room for error. A gap between what could happen in future and what you want to happen is what is called as endurance. And it is what endurance is what makes the compounding results better, because the more you do you learn how to endure things, you will have better returns and you know it your own. Author also talks about avoid the extreme decisions in any situations, because in past if you have taken any extreme decisions, for example you have, even if you don't want to see, taking the risk and being so extreme about risk is totally different. Taking the calculated risk is good, but you are going extreme for every situation, it's gonna come back fall on you in future. Author talks about you should like risk because it actually pays off over time. It might not, but at least you're doing something, right? And in finance, it's all about risk. Author talks about define the game you're playing. Define the game, your game. You should not copy and follow the actions of other people. Define your own game, that why you are playing this game, why you are making this finance decision, what is your need, what do you want, and then make your decisions rather than just going behind people and making decisions on basis of what they are doing. And whenever there is a mess, whether it's in life, whether in your financial season, always respect that because it is there, because you are doing something. It's not like you are just sitting and there's a mess. It is happening. So basically, the author talks that smart, informed, and reasonable people can disagree in finance. Why? It can happen that there are two experts and they are disagreeing about the same stuff, but it can happen because people vastly have different goals. Maybe some expert is thinking about making money in future and that's the best for him or her, and another expert is thinking that it is best to make money in short term because it is best for him or her goal. So basically, people can disagree in finance and desire. There is no single right answer. Just the answer that works for you is the right answer. So here we comes to the end of the 19th chapter. It was just a summary, and if you like the book, then you can actually go ahead and look for all the videos which are there to explain the book. Hi friends, I'm Pulkita and I'll discuss chapter 20th, Confessions of the book The Psychology of the Money by Morgan Housel. This chapter starts with an incident. So, Sandy Gottman, a rich investor who founded the consulting group First Manhattan, is said to ask one question when interviewing the candidates for his investing team. He asks, "What do you own and why?" Rather than asking which stock is going doing better, or rather than asking which economy is going to get into inflation or maybe crisis, he asked this question. So, because it highlights what often is a mile wide gap between what people suggest you to do and what they actually do. Because what do you do in real life is the explanation of your psychology about money. Kenny Murray, a professor at of the medicine at USC, he wrote that there is a what is unusual about uh, how doctors die versus rest of the world. It is not about how much treatment they got. It is about how much little treatment they got. So they know exactly what is going to happen. They know what are the choices. They have access to generally all sorts of medicines. But they go gentle on themselves. They can throw a kitchen sink at their patients, but they choose the gentle practices when it comes to themselves. And likewise, the difference between what someone suggests you to do and what they actually do themselves isn't always a bad thing, but it underscores that when dealing with you and your emotions, nobody can tell you what is the right thing. There are basic principles when it comes to finance and in medicine, but important financial decisions are not made on spreadsheets or textbooks. They are made at dinner table. So Morgan Housel talks about what works for him and how he goes about money, but which may or may not necessarily apply to you. So he explained that his financial goal has always been to be independent. He considers chasing the highest returns or leveraging assets for luxurious life as games people do to impress their friends. He says that being able to wake up one morning and change what we are doing on our own terms whenever we are ready. It seems like the grandmother of all financial goals. Independent doesn't mean we'll stop working. It means that we only work when we want to do, with whom we want to do, and as long as we want to do. And that's all about independence. Independence at any income level is driven by our savings rate. So, higher the saving rates, higher the independence. Hauser shares how he and his wife continue to live below their means, thus having a high saving rate. He says that if there is a part of household's financial plan, I'm proud of it. That we got the goal past of lifestyle desires to stop moving at young age. Our saving rate is fairly high. And we rarely feel like we are repressively frugal because our aspirations for most stuff haven't moved much. And also, he advises that every investor should pick up a strategy that has the highest odds of successfully meeting their goals. According to him, for most investors, dollar cost averaging into low cost index funds will provide the highest odds of the long term success. He himself invests in the money every paycheck into low cost index funds, which is a combination of US and international stocks. And further, he maxes out the retirement accounts in the same funds and he contributes to its kids' college savings plans, and that's about it. Effectively, all of his net worth is what? Is a house, a checking account, and some Vanguard index funds. He believes that our investment pro portfolio doesn't need to be more complicated than that for us. He likes it simple. Simple investment strategies can work great as long as they capture the few things that are important to the strategy's success. His strategy relies on a high saving rate, means he will invest in the places where he will get the high savings rate and he will save high. Patience and optimism that the global economy will create over the next several decades, which keeps updating time to time. The ultimate goal of the mastery of the psychology of the money is this is the ultimate goal, and there are a few takeaways from this chapter. Independence has always been the personal financial goal, which at any income level is driven by your savings rates. Morgan paid off his mortgage early, even though it may not be a wise finance decision, but it is the right peace of mind decision for him. He views on investing. His views on investing is every investor should pick up a strategy that has the highest odds of successfully meeting their goals. Means the odds will be successfully meet their goals. Morgan believes that most investors dollar cost averaging into low cost index funds will provide the highest odds of long term success.
With this, we come to the end of the series of the book The Psychology of Money, written by Morgan Housel. I would like to take this moment to thank the team members who help in the video creation and all the participants who take out time from their busy schedule to record, shoot, and share the video with you guys.
Thank you, Shivani Gupta, Gajendra Sharma, Priti Saraf, Surbi Agarwal, Navneet Patwari, Praveen Agarwal, Vasudha Hirawat, Khushbu Kherewal, Pragati Goyal, Harmanpreet Kaur, Vishal Dhal, Pulkita Soni, and Rajesh Podar. I hope RRs you are enjoying the chapter wise explanation that we upload on every Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. Drop in a heart in the comment box below to show the same. Thank you for all the love and support that you have shown. It has helped us reach more than 1000 subscribers on the channel.
So stay tuned and happy learning.